Now to trim that down. All right. Hello, hello, hello. I am CraftyAndy, and this is Crafty Arts. Holy shit! Made 1,000 subs. Woo! Yay! Yay! Fantastic! Fantastic! Fantastic day! Fantastic weekend. Why am I off kilter? Why am I off center here? Huh? What are you doing to me here? What are you doing to me? There you go. Yeah, that's more like it. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I figure, you know, as I spread the word around. Oh, I'll get one more link to send out. Hold on. At least now that the music's not blowing out the speakers here. Holy shit, that was insane. Yeah, nothing says badass like drinking watermelon by water. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I had one more post to make here real quick. Do 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 do. That should be good. All right. So, started this channel in 2013. Switch over here. 2013. Oh no, 2014. That makes it better. Yeah, there we are. That's more manageable. Okay. Figured it'd just be a good night to do some reflecting. I got all these planned out, all these notes made here, so... where are they? That's a good question. Where are they? There they are. So yes, I'm CraftyAndy. What do? I do artwork. I share stories and commentary on events, life experiences. I know that's a meme now. Lived experience. Do also furry commentary on another channel called the Weird Source channel. Yeah, there it is. I got a music video almost done for that. And that's gonna be a big thing. Probably post the first of the year. As well as convention highlights. So yeah, skits. I do those. And what else do I got planned? So I got this video coming out about Inner Demons. That's a little more of a personal journey, personal story of mine coming out in February. I got one about Hell of a Boss coming out in January. I'm going to record a video tonight, so I can get that lined up. So where did things start off here? Switch accounts here. Oop. Also, when I get to it, I'm going to have a video game channel for highlights and commentary on video games. Mainly, I kind of want to make like little mock commercials for games I like. This isn't going to just be plagued with like Let's Plays or some shit like that. It's going to be actual highlights and commentary on video games. So those will be live streamed on Pawing Off Live. So you want to check that out. We've got Fear and Hunger. I'm going to do a stream of that tomorrow. It won't be me doing it though. It'll be Squigs the Weasel. Yeah, completely different entity. Non-human. And if you like everything that you see here, I do Patreon at $2 a month. Essentially, just you know, little tip to help pay the bills and get early, you know, videos done when they're actually done. Like this one here, like I got lined up here. So with that all covered here, so where did everything start, huh? Let's close these out. Let's see. Is there no about page anymore? What's going on here? Oh, changed it. Okay, yeah, 2014. So, yeah, finally made 1,130 subscribers. So my strategy was to just start posting a bunch of shorts from videos I made, and it was doing a steady increase. But when I hit the Undertale shit, that's when it blew up. So I got almost like 400 subscribers in 1 month just because of the Undertale shorts I was unleashing. Just all it was just dividing up my Undertale video. Was it 15 parts? Because you know every short can only be a minute. And then after that, I just got my other videos I did all divided up. So that's been since they keep the shorts separate from the main videos, you know, it doesn't clutter up the channel at all. It keeps everything pretty concise. So I figure I reflect on some of my older videos. In fact, yeah, I've been making videos since 2004. There's a commercial I made for our newspaper that's not copywritten, so I can actually show it.
I want your Lancer. You will never have my Lancer.
Oh wait, never mind. It is copywritten. That's Metallica's Back to the Front. You can barely identify it.
It's the time.
Yeah, I like Dragon Ball Z. I like how these videos are getting more and more digitized as time goes on.
I defeated him. Come and get some.
Just getting more and more degraded.
All I wanted was a Lancer. If you ever come back, you can get one for $1. Lancer, it's a in the eyes.
Oh, and that's Everlast. Yep, copywritten as fuck. More early commercials. This one actually, I'm in. Oh, my right ear loves the sound of this.
I got $1.
Clunk. Pop.
Up. Drink up. Man, wait, don't start yet, Matt.
Perfect. So let's see. And then we later on, we hit college. We did movie reviews, or we tried to do movie reviews. I mean, this one got 100,000 views before it got age restricted. This is 14 years ago, man. I haven't talked to this guy for about as long as we've been friends at this point. A little bit longer now.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Andy.
And me, Dan.
And this is another segment of Straight to DVD.
I think it was our third video. Copyright music.
And today we have a specialty lined up for you. It's called The Sisterhood.
Yeah, it's from the director of The Brotherhood. Let's take a look at that box. Yeah. See? Does that look promising to you? I mean, it's about vampires, right? It has to be.
Not only The Brotherhood, the Brotherhood 1 through 6.
Yep, all 6 Brotherhood movies directed by the same director.
But he only made one Sisterhood.
Yeah. Oh man, that shirt's been destroyed at this point.
Apparently, if you see one of his movies, according to all the other reviews I've read online, you've seen all his movies. And this is pretty much his entire style right here.
Man, I sound like a nasally fuck. I wonder if I sound that... Did I sound the same back then as I do now? I think I like to think I'm a little more well-spoken than that now.
What's the story about?
The end is here.
The day the Earth stopped. And then he went off to be an alcoholic. And that fell from the wayside as I went to work for a living. As opposed to, I don't know, sitting around and trying to make money on a format that didn't have money at the time. Alright. I want to get into the first video I posted on here.
Hi everybody, CraftyAndy here, and this is Crafty Arts, where I art. And today we're going to be drawing the scumfuck Muhammad. Yes, oh yes, Muhammad. This is not the episode I intended to premiere with, but considering that 12 people died drawing Muhammad, it really drove me to do it myself.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that wasn't that long ago. 7 years ago? Longer than that.
Because in the end, no one should have to fucking die over fucking cartoons. 12 people died. Hey, and guess what? Back in 2005, over 200 people died over some drawings of Muhammad. So, Muhammad.
Why that hasn't happened lately? Surprised no one's trying to draw. Well, I guess we had Draw Muhammad Day like last year. No one gives a shit anymore. Just think, the people who died and the people who did the process of killing them did it all for nothing. It's incredible.
Most powerful guy.
I mean, the people drawing it, of course, did it for free speech. I mean, there was no reason for them to get killed and all that, but people who killed them did it for nothing. 'Cause in the end, it was all fucking meaningless, wasn't it?
There is, other than Allah, you know, who's part of the creation of the universe and God's word and all that bullshit. He is so powerful that he needs a bunch of goons with guns to defend him whenever someone mocks him. Yes, that sounds like a very powerful deity.
Man, the music's way too loud.
So I have to ask this, you know, as I get my sketch together here, get my ideas down. How much mockery is it going to take before Muhammad himself materializes before me and strikes me down for my drawing? How long is it going to take? How much mockery is it going to take? In fact, I encourage all of you
fucking music
to draw Muhammad with me. Do your own drawings of Muhammad. Doesn't matter what your art skill level is. Doesn't matter if you can just make stick figures. Just go on and draw Muhammad.
Skibbity duh.
And so, as I get my sketch together here, you can see it's starting to come to life a little more. Probably going to have to censor some of this out because, hey, this is YouTube. It's not my website. Gotta follow their rules. I'm going to describe it to you here. See, Muhammad...
Oh yeah, I think what happened was it just got age restricted, and I just re-uploaded it as is because it got age restricted after the fact. So I'm just like, fuck you.
Muhammad, back in his time, he didn't have a lot of dogs or cats roaming around. He only had camels, and Muhammad loved to please the camels. So here he is sucking a camel's dick. And
it's like reality.
Unfortunately for him, this camel has genital warts. And that's exactly how Muhammad died.
YouTube is full of fappable camel sex.
See, this camel was a slut. Muhammad caught the disease from the camel, and later on he died choking on his own blood and vomit. True story, true story. And as I'm fleshing this out a little more, getting my life.
My only disappointment is I never got any threats for this. You know, no one came in here and be like, how dare you mock our prophet. I guess it really just needs someone to come along and share it on like a Reddit post, Reddit forum or whatever.
Source together and everything. Let's take a look at some other Muhammad drawings that people have done.
Alright, so we're going to get into some other Muhammad drawings that people have done. Let's dive right into it, shall we? So here we have a nice piece done in colored pencil here. And, well, speaking of pencils... Oh.
What? What? Hold on. Something just broke. Some news just broke.
Move, I'm gay. I'm making copies. Move, I'm gay. In the
What's going on? I don't see his Patreon being gone. Oh. His Patreon is gone. What the fuck is going on here? James Somerton is a queer creator. He's doing queer commentary based solely on like movies and TV shows. And I just became like a patron of his like a month ago. And like what the fuck just happened? Plagiarism and YouTube. The massacre.
Portion of the film on his own, but Jackson manages it. He's got a good sense of physical comedy that comes in handy when Derek is dealing with a flap of his own skull that keeps allowing pieces of his brain.
YouTube content mills, Legal Eagles Baco, Cave Story.
Japanese man impression? That's not advertiser friendly, and we want those World of Tanks bucks, don't we? But since his fans are, you know, normal cool people, they saved all those old videos, and there are several channels dedicated. Here's one of his next videos, Code Breakers, Queer Film Theory and Why It Matters. This video's opening credits are just James, and the description thanks no one, but it's still full of plagiarism. Replacing the queer agenda with a straight agenda does not mean there is not an agenda. Zinc, hero of YouTube, loved this line by Somerton so much. What am I willing to bet?
Hbomberguy's video came out and James Somerton disappeared, huh? What the fuck am I missing here? What the fuck is this? So Hbomberguy, I mean, I like some of his videos he's made so far. I'm obviously subscribed to him. One thing I found interesting was that he had no take on the Israel-Palestine massacre that's going on right now, where Israel's just committing a genocide. He's like, I'm not educated enough to make an opinion on this, guys. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. It's like, okay, buddy. Right, sure.
He stole this line too. Place your bets! directly into my pocket because, yeah, obviously, you fucking piece of shit!
It also bears mentioning that if a filmmaker doesn't choose to queer
history, that doesn't mean they're telling history like it was.
History, that doesn't mean they're telling history like it was. It just means they're straighting history. Replacing the gay agenda with a straight agenda does not mean that there's no agenda.
Summerton's fans praise him for the quality of his writing, unaware it's not his. Since the true authors' names have been erased from the story, they are prevented from learning who they actually enjoyed and being able to go read more. I find this genuinely sad. James, how do you manage to churn out so many high-quality videos so frequently?
Oh my fucking god.
I know how. At one point, he starts explaining basic film theory. Not basic by nerd standards. I mean, it's like he's just reading Wikipedia.
Because he is.
Actually, not like.
Today, there are many different schools of film theory. So let's talk about them. The structuralist film theory emphasizes how films convey meaning through the use of codes and conventions, not dissimilar to the way languages are used to construct meaning in communication. An example of this is understanding how the simple combination of shots can create an additional idea. The blank expression on a person's face, an appetizing meal, and then back to the person's face.
And? So? I don't really care about that.
Well, nothing.
All he would have to say to, like, eliminate this, just be like, according to Wikipedia, and that's it. So, not really that big of a deal.
Literally expresses hunger or desire. The juxtaposition of the images convey that meaning to the audience. Marxist film theory is one of the oldest forms.
See, this is a 46-minute video
of film theory. Sergei Eisenstein and many other Soviet filmmakers in the 1920s expressed ideas.
This is one of those examples where I just think, oh shit, I've been overthinking this. Making my own original scripts and writing up my own ideas and thinking for myself. I could have just Wikipedia some shit. I don't fucking know. But of course, I'm not coming at this as like some like art guru or some media mogul or anything like that. Just here express my thoughts and emotions and experiences.
Of Marxism.
Well, shit, if he's gone, that just means less competition then.
In fact, the Hegelian dialectic was considered best displayed in film editing through the development of the montage, a Russian invention. Eisenstein's solution.
Holy fuck, man.
Was to shun narrative structure by eliminating.
But why would you just... There's gotta be more to this than just him reading fucking Wikipedia.
The individual.
That's like bitching because some artists use a reference for their art, because all artists do.
Protagonist in favor of telling stories.
But he literally is just reading straight from Wikipedia.
Is moved by a group, and the story is told through a clash of one image against the next, whether in composition, motion, or idea. Formalist.
See, like I have to like compare this to my own shit and reflect on my own shit whenever I like do commentary on things, because I'm like, if I pull something, I'm usually showing an image of it where I pulled it from. I'm very curious what the hell just happened. I'm shocked to see that it was worth seemingly 2 hours of a 4-hour video, especially when all of these issues have been discussed before 1 year ago, especially since there was nothing new brought up in the video. If any concerns about these issues, please message me and I'll answer all your questions in detail. Again, I'm grateful for your support and I love you all. Thank you. Yeah, him just reading Wikipedia, whatever.
Film theory is a theory of film study that is focused on the formal or...
I mean...
technical element.
If I come on here as like a teacher and I start reading and my sources are just like from Wikipedia or some textbook and I don't source the textbook, that's all it takes. That's the only difference is like, okay, just make your reference to where you're getting it from.
I.e. the lighting, scoring, sound, set design, use of color, shock. composition.
Move on, man. Move on, Hbomberguy.
For it. This makes me cringe.
Are volatile.
Cringe. There's no other word for it. This makes me cringe. It's embarrassing. It speaks volumes what James thinks of video essays as a format. To him, reading Wikipedia is equivalent to what everyone else is doing. I don't know why you would make videos like this unless you were just in it for the money. Where's the joy of doing your own research, your own learning, and getting to share it in your own
That's why I read books.
way? These videos are a cash grab with absolutely zero original thought or soul. I didn't think YouTube videos could have souls, but now I've experienced ones that don't. The end credits don't thank any of the people or wikis who wrote this video. Just James and his co-writer Nick. Oh, and he thanks all his patrons who give him thousands of dollars to read Wikipedia to them without telling them. And this puts us onto a related problem with his videos. This might be obvious, but James is a little bit lazy. In Codebreakers, in between the rest of the stealing, he brings up the potential gay overtones in Legend of Korra between Prince Wu and Mako.
Mako's Will They Won't They with Prince Wu.
But I thought the clips from Avatar looked a bit blurry for a video from 2020 when much higher quality sources were available. Did he just Google an old AMV shipping these two characters and download it and slap it in here? No, that would be Yes, of course he did. It was this one. It took 2 minutes to find. He just added black bars to the top and bottom because he's trying to pretend his shit is cinema. This is probably the laziest moment in video ed.
And this is another thing I do. Whenever I take a video clip, I usually have the channel name title in the corner. Wait, why is my mouse not showing up? The fuck is this shit? Mouse. Mouse, why aren't you showing up, mouse? Oh, well, anyways. This is a interesting turn of events. Yeah, I usually would have either, like, the screen right here where you see the actual channel name, and then the title of the fucking source of where the video came from. If I got it, just ripped off the whole video. Not ripped off the whole video, but, you know, using clips of the from the video. If I do full screen.
Say history.
Well, shit.
He's down from an AMV. Presumably he hired a co-writer so he could stop pretending he does any. But that makes the fact they're still full of plagiarism even more shocking. Kat looked at his video about Jeffrey Dahmer and found about 5 places he plagiarized without even checking too hard.
Thus, the term homosexual overkill served to normalize heterosexuality, even heterosexual serial killers, while pathologizing homosexuality.
Attack on Titan 1.
While I was doing preliminary research late last year, a funny thing happened. Summerton's YouTube community page was wiped. Hundreds of posts from over several years disappeared overnight. At this point, I'd spoken to a few of the writers Summerton had stolen from, and I wondered if maybe one of them had publicly accused him. But after doing some more looking, it turned out no, someone else had independently noticed they'd been plagiarized because there was still more! Seldom Musings, a WordPress blog, had made a post accusing Summerton of plagiarizing a blog post about Attack on Titan from 2013. And then I thought, wait, doesn't Summerton have a video from September 2022 called, like, Attack on Titan and the Death of Media Literacy? Well, he did. Finding an old link, it was suddenly set to private. Over 1.5 million views had been wiped from his channel.
Holy shit. Holy shit. God damn. So is that not gonna show up? Okay, there's this YouTube channel. Wait, his Attack on Titan one? I actually like. You can see which ones I pretty much watched. The important non-meaning of Attack on Titan. No, he still has his Attack on Titan video up.
In the dark as to where he was or what he was doing. So once the attack is over and Aaron is back home, he is imprisoned, but escapes with the help of a group of fanatical soldiers who have dedicated themselves to Aaron, known as the...
Anyways, continue, Hbomberguy.
Huh. I already had a copy downloaded because, well, Summerton has deleted inconvenient videos before, and I figured something like this would happen again. I've been going through his videos chronologically, so I hadn't got to that one yet, but what's kind of funny is I know...
I don't know. Whenever it comes to, like, heavy-handedly going after other people like this, it makes me wonder about the person themselves. What's on Hbomberguy? What's Hbomberguy hiding now? You know? That's what I want to know. Well, I'm going to have to watch this whole fucking video at some point, I guess.
In 2022, James Summerton started an Indiegogo for a film studio he wanted to open called Telos Pictures, which intended to produce films focusing on LGBT characters and stories. His video pitching Telos
The grift
included a series of ideas for miniseries, feature-length movies, and short films. For example, Final Girl, a short about a woman who had survived a typical slasher story. The initial goal of $6,000 was to make 2 of the short films, but with stretch goals for making more. The campaign made enough money to make almost all of them, over 86,000 Canadian
I didn't donate anything.
dollars, so a bit over 63,000.
I can't say I'm boned for that one.
In USD. Telos has been a runaway financial success for James. As of today, 18 months after raising over $64,000, more than 10 times its initial goal, Telos has made...
0.
Nothing. For people who supported Telos, updates on what's happening have been few and far between. A few months after the campaign ended, he claimed Final Girl, one of the short films on the slate, was in pre-production and had been expanded into a full movie, but
oh, you do not... You need a hell of a lot more than $60,000 to fucking make a movie, man.
they were having trouble with...
You would have to make it a short film.
...casting and were considering relocating to another part of Canada. The next
cannot make that feature length.
update would come 7 months later, with the announcement James had moved to Toronto to try to find actors, and they dropped Final Girl and moved on to a new project, one which wasn't on the original list people funded.
Well, that's a nice little revelation to... This kind of plays into something I actually have in my notes here. Hold on. Man, oh fuck me. Yeah, being a small creator like I am, learn from other people's mistakes, avoided controversy. Wasn't suckered into a bunch of improvement courses. I'm also not infamously unknown for like a struggling, pathetic display, like I don't know, Dark Side Phil, a guy who constantly is begging for money to afford his house. Yeah, I wanted to see some of this.
Extensive training for a promotion into a...
So he does live streams. He got infamous for really sucking at games and not taking any advice, and people making compilations of him got more popular than he was. He should have did that himself. He should have been the one making highlights and compilations of all his failures, and he probably would have been a millionaire and retiring right now like Keemstar did.
The better. Just getting a click is not enough to make as much money as someone who gets people to stick around on their video for an hour. This was an issue.
Another person I'm thankful I never went down the road of was Boogie, because Boogie constantly is like, woe is me, I'm so sad, give me money. I'm gonna kill myself. And that's Boogie's thing. Boogies, I'm really broke right now, and you need to give me money because I'm broke. Making $5 grand a month is not enough to pay the bills for him. And then there's other aspects I think of too, where it's like, if this is what success looks like, I don't ever want to be successful. Like Mikado Avocado. His thing is like, I'm just gonna fucking.
Here comes the rare beluga whale on a wheelchair.
Orlin, stop! You're discriminating, fat phobia. Listen here. Excuse me, Matt Stoney.
So obviously he's playing a character. Not a very funny one. And most of the time though, he's just talking about random shit and eating loads of food, and I guess there's some drama in the background of all this too. This is an hour 20 fucking minutes.
I don't know what to say. Make sure you don't blame me.
No, I don't blame you.
You should.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, you do. You said you blamed me.
I blame them.
I guess there's a lot of crying involved here. That's cool.
Is it my fault? Yeah.
Oh man, so what's real? What's not real? Yeah, this guy makes fucking tons of money, getting millions of views. Fuck that shit. I'd rather be where I am right now than this. I'd rather have to work a job to make my money, to fuel my passion than this. Give me a fucking break. But this James Somerton shit, holy shit, man. I don't know, I'm gonna have to mull over on that for a bit. I'm gonna think about that for a bit. I can't access his Patreon page. Can I cancel my Patreon? I don't feel that bad about it because I only had it for a few months, so it's like $15 I'm out of. Whatever. God damn. Holy shit, man. Yeah, and you think a lot of these people are so original. Like, I thought Illuminati was, you know, writing this shit up too for the longest time. I couldn't keep up with their videos because they just kept on coming out with more and more and more, like, every fucking day. But yeah, it makes total fucking sense when, like, all that shit broke with her. Like, holy shit, yeah, she just has people just, like, snipe other people's videos and articles and compile it together to the point where basically an AI could just do with these people's jobs.
Actors, but there could be another reason. The name and synopsis of Final Girl are extraordinarily close to a book which already exists, The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. I wonder if Somerton is aware of the similarity. It would be
Wait, what?
Weird if he wasn't, because it was one of his favorite books of 2021. He started the Indiegogo with this short film idea a few months after making this post.
See, at the same time, too, I don't know if it's like I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, or I'm biased. It's not like I talked to the guy or know who he is on any personal level. But everything's inspired by everything, right? To what degree, though? That's the problem. Like, I have a graphic novel that I'm writing the outline of right now, right? And there's definitely some Berserk inspiration on there, but it doesn't involve gods. Maybe, I don't know, cosmic horror in a little bit in there, but that's not like the main focus. That's just an element that I have planned, because the main focus is on the main character trying to get back to their home and then finding a place in the world. Not so much overthrowing not overthrowing cosmic entities. and fighting massive wars. So like none of that's in there. So yeah, some influence, but definitely not plagiarism.
You'll be shocked to discover, but something of James's turned out to be stolen and evaporated. The 18-month journey of Telos consists of some...
So wait, that video, that movie that they planned just got scrapped outright because it's too similar. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I'm forwarding this to my husband's. Where's the start?
Worse. Society and queer horror.
Wait, can I share at the time? There we go. What's going on with Mastodon? Looks like this is doing just fine. Jesus fucking Christ, though. That's wild. That's wild. So, okay. I guess bye-bye James Somerton. And this is why I'm more focused on making my own shit. This even makes it more motivating, actually. Like, fuck, the biggest, some of the biggest people out there making shit are full of shit themselves. Riding on the shoulders of geniuses that came before them. And the only difference is that they just know how to market themselves better. Like Apple. Oh, you got the MP3 player? Well, we got the iPod. What, isn't that just an MP3 player? Yes, but it's Apple. And it's sleek and it's sexy and it'll rub your balls. Will it though? No, not really, but it's the same as an MP3 player. But hey, it's Apple. So give us 50% more than anything else. God damn. Well. Yep, that's something. Shit. Oh, where am I moving on to then? Well, speaking of failed YouTubers, you know, it's like, it's funny to think of all the ones I've outlasted, too. Dishonored Wolf. Gone. Deleted his entire channel. These are all re-uploads here, against his will, by the way. In fact, here's his video where he quits.
I sat down for a while, but I think I owed it to everyone is when I'm...
So he has some pretty shitty friends that wasn't giving him any support, and his family are Christians, so they figured, like, hey, you know, you're depressed, you're feeling sad, get Jesus.
Alone in the mountains with no one to remind me of how much I hate myself. I don't think it's a coincidence that I only ever feel that way when I remove the internet from my life. Saying goodbye to something I've been a part of for next to half of my life isn't easy. I've tried justifying to myself all the reasons I should stay, be they for a boost in confidence, purely for monetary reasons, or maybe to get me out of my shitty job, or just because, despite it all, I still enjoy editing videos. But the truth is, I don't enjoy this. I haven't enjoyed this in a long time. Even the prospect of people literally throwing money at me for sorting out technical issues in a video game and not even providing quality fucking content isn't attractive to me anymore. If anything, it just makes me feel like a fucking thief. Coming back after my breakdown hasn't resulted in anything positive. I found myself relapsing back into my old negative habits. I'm not exercising, I'm not getting anything productive done, I'm getting into way too many nasty arguments, and I'm spending too much time feverishly checking my posts to see if they're well liked. I've let the internet consume who I am and turn me into something I'm not, and I hate it. I hate the way I feel all the time, and I hate pretending every day that there's nothing wrong when I can't even remember the last time I've ever felt like there's a single thing right. I hate feeling like such a loser every day, looking at myself in the mirror and hating what I see. I hate going online and seeing thousands of people who hate me and view me as a terrible person, and I hate doing this every day, never getting anywhere and never moving forward, always waiting for something to change without doing anything to make that change happen. I want to be nobody again. I want to be forgotten, to return to being nothing special or worth listening to, because being nobody is better than being what I am now. I know I'll get a lot of eye rolls for this and plenty of comments memeing about how many months it'll take before I change my mind and come back. For that matter, I've already seen that sentiment from like a dozen or so people after my initial Twitter thread about this. I expected it, so it's not really a big deal.
It doesn't even sound the same either. It sounds like he's about to ready to fucking break down. I know literally nothing about this guy. I just want to give him a hug. Yeah.
I know I can't really convince anyone of my sincerity, and nobody will ever really know if I was honest about it because I'll be forgotten before anyone even remembers to check and see if I came back or not. But whether you believe it or think I'm full of shit, this is the end. I'm too exhausted to keep it up any longer. I don't want to keep being the lowlife who can't land a better job. I don't want to keep being an abrasive douchebag whose only redeemable qualities are the insults I can make up on the fly when covering some shitty video. I don't want to keep being hated by everybody. If I don't cut it all off now and leave, then one of these days I probably will end up with a bullet in my head. It's not that I want to kill myself, but I just really want to stop feeling like this, and I've felt this way for so long that I can barely even...
I don't know what to say about it, you know? Like, you can't convince the guy to do something he doesn't like. Like, I do this because I like it. I like doing little live streams like this. Even when there's like 1 or 2 people that only show up. Even when they have just like lurkers watching me right now and that's it. It's fine. It's actually a little cathartic. Especially right now doing these reflections, and it also helps me focus when I do editing streams on my other channel where I just do the streams for editing and art making purposes, and that's it. Yeah, that's great. Like I look back in some of the videos, like even that I got distracted trying to watch that Muhammad video. Because that news just broke about James Somerton. Fuck.
Little girls. So I gotta include a...
So yeah, we have annoying music on that one. I'm just curious to see where else we go from there, huh? Yeah, now we got a little more somber tune.
Hello everybody, CraftyAndy here, and this is Crafty Arts, where I art! And today I am focusing on updating my logos and promotional design.
Ugh, it already sucks.
Hi everybody, CraftyAndy here, and this is Crafty Arts, where I art! And today we are making steampunkimals. You see, I had a bunch of these animal figures that I want to steampunk up a bit. Steampunk style! Because these are for close friends of mine. And no one wants generic, boring animals. You gotta Inuyasha Furry Gundam that shit up! And so, first thing we're going to do is start off with this little fox here, and... Wait. Starting off with the sketch, we're going to begin
3 years
modeling
earlier.
up the fox. Layer up the
I could have flipped the video up, you know, the right way.
Make it nice and solid.
And then cut away the areas where you want the rocket pack to be strapped onto. And then when you got it all modeled up, take all your shit, pack it into storage at Cadillac, Michigan, move down to Ohio, quit your insurance sales job because it was going to make you broke anyways, move into a friend's house cramped because you had to fit all your stuff into one room, and then survive on ramen and chicken noodle peanut butter until your real job begins. Start selling AT&T U-verse door to door as part of a network marketing scheme until your car breaks down and you have to ride the bus with everyday crazy people in order to get to work. Moving into an apartment where the buses don't run. At the same time, your other car breaks down and you're making it into an accident. He's okay. Now we have to start walking to work while we lose one income because we don't have a car. Get a second vehicle while skidding on the edge of oblivion and homelessness. Your mate has to bust his ass in order to get a better paying contract. Start making headway on bills in life. Take an 8-hour drive up north to Cadillac, Michigan to get your shit out of storage after having to sit on boxes for 7 months. Pack your shit up, drive another 8 hours down, unpack, settle down, get married, contemplate what you want to do with yourself and creativity, start a YouTube show, and breathe! A lot has
Was that my early attempts of being artistic?
Happened in the past 3 years.
Making an art film.
So these are originally...
I should have just started reading shit from Wikipedia. Steampunk is a genre of entertainment that started back in 1985. It effectively began as small conventions and grew into larger venues over time, as the years went on. Hold on, wait. We're gonna do a YouTube video now. There. Let's do it. There it is. Okay, making a YouTube video, making an original YouTube video. Steampunk is a subgenre of science fiction that incorporates retro-futuristic technology and aesthetics inspired by, but not limited to, 19th century industrial steam power machinery. Oh my god. Fuck me. That just makes me put in the question, like, every fucking person who does, like, video essays and shit like that. It's like, what the hell? Just cite your fucking sources. You got it from Wikipedia, you got it from Wikipedia. You got it from a video, you got it from a video. No one fucking really cares. As long as you're not trying to pass yourself off as some uber genius. You should be fine. But when you go around, like, reading this shit and taking videos and acting like you pulled them yourself, just don't do that. Like, I don't really give a shit that much, really, that James Somerton used, like, a bunch of videos from... that were, like, compilations from other people. Like, who gives a shit? Like, what's the originality of making an AMV out of, like, fucking Korra or any kind of anime? Like, that was a plague on YouTube for, like, the first couple years. I used to make them myself. In fact, I have a few of them still up. And, like, if someone uses a clip from my fucking, like, Warcraft 3 music video I made, who gives a shit? I don't give a shit. Who cares? What am I missing out on? Not getting the credit for that, really. Like, it got to the point where I was gonna make a Wolf's Rain music video of Wolf and Man from Metallica, but then I did a search on YouTube and found, like, there was like 100 videos like that already, and I'm like, okay, I'm not making anything like this anymore. This is already overdone and overblown and saturated beyond hell. That what the fuck am I gonna do different than anyone else? And when I cut it to the music beats better. So I'm like, fuck that. Better off making something original. Like, actually original, not just montaging a video together. Though it's good practice to start. You know, don't be discouraged. If you like making that shit, then do it. Just expand your horizons over time, though. I guess that's the other thing, too, that makes me feel more fulfilled doing this shit, is just, like, just doing what I want. I'm not being a slave to algorithms. Though, at the same time, I am very much aware of, like, you have to do things that are popular. That's why I did, like, a Has-Been Hotel video that's coming out next month. It's not just because it's popular, because I actually do like Has-Been Hotel, and I like the concept. I like Hell of a Boss. I liked Alistair. I mean, otherwise, it'd be very fucking painful to make a fan art of something you didn't like. I just didn't want to be like all these other artists out there. Here's some of the popular artists, right? This would drive me fucking insane if this is all I could do, and to keep up my popularity. You know, no shade thrown at Popcross Studios. He does what he does, and he likes what he does, so whatever. But if someone told me, like, yeah, you have to do things like this, I would go fucking insane. What if, see, what do we got here? What's the obvious one? What if famous dogs were werewolves? You know? What if famous superheroes were dragons? It's like, it's the level of imagination of, I don't know, a kid would come up with the skill of a master behind it. That's essentially what it is. Like, I do want to make one of these and just parody it. Like, I don't know, what if Digimon were child molesters? But then that would never get anywhere in the algorithm or popularity, you know? I mean, I guess it would over time. We just have to really spread the word about it. Just YouTube wouldn't be helping me on it. What if wait, even better. What if Digimon were famous serial killers? Or what if famous serial killers were Digimon? Skibidi toilet characters redesigned? Yeah, well, there's an obvious one for you. 70,000 views. And these views aren't even that high as compared to like what other people get. Oh, what's the Cartoon Block? I think he's one that quit too. Cartoon Block is one that quit, I'm pretty sure. No, 2 months ago. No, he's still good. Yeah, he's just doing streams. A couple thousand views. 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Yep, it's just not that consistent, I guess. Well, he like... Okay, so we got 4 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So yeah, he went like away for 2 years. And then just started coming back with videos again. Yep. And that's why I never quit, because I know I want to make shit. Like, I would not be able to just sit around and just make a book quietly. You gotta promote yourself and make an audience for yourself. Here's another guy I outlasted, Repsion. He's quitting in 2024. So next year he's quitting YouTube and it's retiring entirely. And he did commentary. That was pretty good commentary. He went from Christian to atheist. Documented that journey. I came across him because randomly I came across an amazing atheist video where he meets Repsion and they slap each other in the face. And I was very curious about who this guy was. This is funny, I discover him, I kind of, or rediscover him, and he's like quitting in a year. Lord Cat. He had a series called Until We Win, where he would just beat very, very difficult, shitty games. On top of regular games, it looks like, too.
I hope you're happy. I hope you're really happy. You guys badgered me about this one, about Spoonie's review of this game and how he couldn't...
And then he quit because he didn't like comments on YouTube. They made him feel shitty. Because they were complaining about him using, like, save states or whatever. And it's like, instead of ignoring that, he's like, oh, why would I do this? So, whatever. Now he makes a podcast where he just shits on other people who make things. Oh yeah, Extra Mana did a bunch of interviews with former people, and then he disappeared, I think. Is Extra Mana still around? 2,000 subs. Last video was 4 years ago. Yep, he quit.
Back in May.
Did all these interviews with former Channel Awesome members, had a bunch of hits. Guess he never rode that momentum. So yeah, there's another channel I outlasted. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah in hell. Illuminati, never got into that shit. I can't even come up with her fucking channel when I search her. What the hell? Oh, because it's 2 eyes? Oh, it's 2 eyes, okay. Yes, the content mill.
Planet.
Politicians. And on today's episode of Dark Dives, we're going to explore some of the, no pun intended, darker.
Man, knowing what this girl's like makes me fucking unable to even listen to her goddamn voice for more than a minute, but I'll continue on.
Examples.
But yeah, caught not only plagiarizing, but using legal power to try to silence other people. Yeah, the power of persuasion is very powerful. You can even make people sign documents that are not in their interest, just like you did. Then have them work for free. Yep. So did you plagiarize this one too? Goddamn, Hbomberguy. You know, you may have been a pussy when it came to the Israel-Palestine conflict, but yeah. Does some interesting work. So how long before some shit comes out about him? I mean, this is all an Ouroboros of bullshit on YouTube, right? So how long before some shit comes out on him now? Holy fuck. Yeah, that's yeah. This leads into the other thing. A bunch of people I unsubscribed from. Oh wait, that's right. Let's what's Mr. H for doing? So Mr. H was someone I subscribed to for a long time because he did like a bunch of Hellraiser videos that I liked, and he was just doing commentary and like movie reviews and stuff. And then like all of a sudden he just started doing daily uploads of like articles, and you know, being like, oh fuck the woke people in Disney, and it looks like he's still doing that shit and making really lazy thumbnails because the tags and title are enough to keep going. Yeah, look at this. All these videos 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Which movie was a disaster behind the scenes? Alien TV series rumored. Ooh. I think the thing that made me dump him completely was when he made a video talking about how gay people were accepted in the 80s and 70s and so forth. That as a society we've always been very accepting of other people who are gay, and so that therefore there shouldn't be any gay characters in this movie that was upcoming out at the time, or some character can't be gay, and that there's no gay oppression. Like, okay, so that whole thing with Stonewall and a riot and a push to not be fired for being gay and changing the social environment so I'm not immediately destitute for being queer or anything, and or have to like hide me and my husband's in the closet. That's not a real thing. That's just a made up thing. There's no such thing as gay bashing, apparently. Is this just thumbnails? You just have a fucking speech bubble with the character? Alright, let's see what he's been doing. Is it oh, he actually likes the Furiosa trailer. Yeah, maybe he has some principles.
Right, welcome ladies and
gents. He's not just gonna be like, whoa, cause woman. So this is also part of the game, right? You can't be like that all the time.
A movie with Tom Hardy as
it's only ever going to fucking get back to him,
Max, which we'll get to in a minute, and Chris Hemsworth again, because he's in this. So it's kind of world building and establishing future movies all in one. And I don't hate this, you know, like, in terms of my thoughts on Fury Road, I really enjoyed Fury Road. Just, you know, I had a good time with it. It kind of was an extended music video in some regards, but I had a good time with it. And this looks very interesting. This to me is back to Mad Max. That's what this looks like.
Was it the last Mad Max movie, Back to Mad Max? Even the third movie I didn't really care for that much. It was more cartoonish than anything. That was still Mad Max.
I think perhaps the most interesting stuff in this whole thing is actually when it says when it says the time frame, 45 years after the fall, and I just want to have a look at this. The beautiful opening. I mean,
oh my god, just pad out your fucking video so you get your 8 minutes, man. God damn. This is why I like to write scripts and edit video. That's a lazy thing that's been going on lately. It's been pissing me off. Like almost every fucking commentary video channel is just like this. I'm gonna sit in the corner, I'm gonna react as is to the trailer or video or whatever, or movie. Off the cuff, no plan. Nothing.
And they did build this car. We've seen it.
I'll just watch the fucking trailer and I'll decide whether or not it appeals to me and watch the goddamn movie. I don't need to clamor and think what Mr. H or anyone else thinks about it. Speaking of unsubscribing, this is the main thing I wanted to get into. First, I want to record a movie. I want to record a video that I'm going to make later. It's called Reflections. So, since we're at the end of the year, last night I wrote a little bit of a script. Just reflecting on the year itself and my progress as a creative. And how it's been going, where I am, where I like to be, that sort of thing. If it decides to actually like load and not freeze up and lock up on me, or bug out, you're gonna bug out? Looks like it is. Now this video is almost done rendering. Maybe that'll help speed things up. Yeah, what's some other things? Oh yeah, draw free. I like draw free. But if that was like the only shit I got to do, I think I'd just go crazy. Pokemon from memory, like,
Of Pokemon would be ashamed of you.
It's true.
Now, Nathan,
Yes.
your big mistake going into this challenge was, I believe, repeatedly boasting about how much you know about Pokemon.
Did I do that? I thought I said
chest puffed during lunch.
Yeah.
You ran out of breath so quickly.
Here we go.
To scale.
That's you being proud of your
Yeah,
of your Pokemon
I'm so proud of how I'm like, I knew this one. give me a hard one next time. I got it.
It's like trainer Nathan wants to fight, but nobody wants to fight you because they have no idea what the fuck that is. Hey kid, fight me and my real Pokemon. My definitely real Pokemon.
This is not my friend Chet
Delusional loner
dressed.
Nathan wants to fight.
Oh,
It's a pretty girl cactus.
Mara. I was imagining Mira. I think.
So yeah, no thanks. Can't do it. Can't bring myself to do it. Anyways, I'm about to subscribe to 1,000 people, so I guess James Somerton's gonna be off that list. You know, the Wikipedia shit, the video shit's not really that big of a deal, but I mean, running a campaign to start a movie studio and then having to cancel a film because you know it's too similar to a book you read. I don't know, man. That's kind of where I draw it from there. Because everything else is a simple solution. It's not like you're costing that streamer money or some shit.
Society and queer horror, or as the video calls itself, deep cuts. Society and queer horror steals so many words from so many writers, it genuinely makes me think I've traveled to an alternate dimension where plagiarism is fine!
4 girls end up in the same school.
I'm gonna go through the whole video before I really make a comment on this. Wait, he calls the Merlin show Arthur?
And find each other.
Didn't make it in, he forgot. This whole "it wasn't plagiarism, I said it was based on them at the start" excuse really doesn't work when you forget to put half their fucking names in. My personal theory is James came up with this phony excuse during the Evil Queens fiasco when he was already making...
Like, I jokingly, when I did... Oh, this is a good example of it. Again, I know I'm getting back into this, but I can't help it. It's still waiting in my mind. So when I did, like, my Sonic video, right? I knew I couldn't just play through all the fucking video games because that'd drive me nuts. A lot of them suck. So I did some live streams of, like, the original games. So, you know, talked about Saturday AM, what I grew up on. I titled it Some Okay Games. Oh yeah, I even sourced the review.
February 19.
I got from a magazine. Like, I could have easily just rewritten the review and read it and pretended I wrote that. Because who's going to look up the history of a fucking review that came out in 1998?
Let's take a look. Sonic R by Dan Electro.
I guess I just know to give credit just too much, I guess. I don't know.
Sonic R answers the Nintendo 64 racing threat with dreadful music, horrible controls, and graphical glitches aplenty. Is that Diddy Kong laughing? Unfortunately, you'll also find problems in almost every game element. Pop-up problems kill the 2-player game outright, while twitchy controls and unbelievably annoying music send the fun factor
Instead
plummeting.
of actually, like, ripping off someone's content, I just, like, put the video in as part of my video as a clip and give them credit for it. It's not like I used the whole video. So yeah, I'm more original than James Somerton. That's what I'm saying. That's what it comes down to. I'm more original, I'm more creative, and I'm more inspired than James Somerton. And I only have 1,000 subs and he has like 400,000. So fucking suck it, bitch. There you go. I'm better than you. Hell yeah. I'm better than James Somerton. I'm better than Illuminati. I'm better than fucking Darkside Phil. I'm better than Dishonored Wolf. Who else left? I'm better than Lord Cat. I kept my head together better than Spoony did. How the World Works, he's another YouTuber that did commentary. He deleted his channel. Can't say I'm better than Repsion. Repsion kept his integrity and principles up until the end, and he decided to quit on his own. So, you know, my hat's off to him. And my hat's off, you know, to like Nostalgia Critic and Angry Nerd and everyone else that that maintained themselves. Charlie Boy over here, you know, obviously Deep Fat Fried, Onion Nuggets, DJ Kirk, all of them. There you have it. Yeah, I'm better. I'll get to go to sleep tonight knowing I'm better I'm better creatively than James Somerton. That's fantastic. All right. Let's do this recording here. I want to do this recording. Do some reflections. Make a note here. Doesn't matter. All right, recording time. Let's get some music in the background. Hello, I'm CraftyAndy, and this is Crafty Arts. I figured at the end of the year of 2023, I do a reflection on not just this year, but all the other summaries I've made regarding my progress as a creative and video maker. So, the first half a dozen years, of course, are just going back through elementary school. But anyways, let's just get into it. 1994, 1997 through 1999. Second grade, made a story. And of course, these are written so long ago, I'll probably have to make corrections on things. Or try to at least reword them better than I wrote them out. Second grade, I made a story about a haunted house. Later, after drawing some pictures from the Rats of Nim book and getting praise for it, I found my talent at last. I found my passion at last. Drawing. I was a Command & Conquer, StarCraft, Doom, and Half-Life fan, and the work here shows. In 2000, 13 and 14, well, I got sick of epic battle scenes and finally began to attempt to do more things from my imagination. I had no guidance from anyone. I always would run around the room imagining my own stories and adventures. It was at this point I got more interested in writing and drawing my own original ideas. 2001. Around this time, I focused more on making characters and scenes from my own ideas. Well, see, I'm repeating myself. Around this time, I focused more on making original characters, do not steal, from my head. I spent a great amount of time trying to figure out good storytelling, without reading much books outside of class until then either. Mainly, my repertoire of literature was Goosebumps, and half of the Left Behind book. It wasn't until high school I started actually reading some books, like The Hobbit, Stephen King's... Oh, man, what the fuck was that book called? Damn it. Fan of... Not Misery. Baseball player. Lost in the Woods. Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. There we go. Books like The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, Warcraft's Lord of the Clans, which was an adaptation of an adventure game that never happened from Blizzard. Nowadays, I'm getting more into philosophy and history, such as The People's History of the United States. Books like The Subtle Art of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Man, what the fuck was I doing on this one? Let's see, I never read a book outside of class until then either. My repertoire of literature was mainly Goosebump books and like half of the Left Behind series. I mean, by that I mean the first book, and then I quit because my parents were just trying to force me to read it against my will, and I couldn't pay attention to any of it. Little did I know I had ADHD, I guess. But later on, I managed to go down and get some actual books like The Hobbit, Stephen King's The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon, about a girl that gets lost in the woods, Another one, Lord of the Clans from the Warcraft series, an adaptation of the adventure game that never happened from Blizzard. And went on from there. 2002, even though 2002, age 15 to 16. Even though I never had my own interest. Oh, wow. Even though I never had my own internet connection and copy in high school, EverQuest influenced my art further. EverQuest influenced my art further. Had a bit of a drawing gap here. I came close to giving it up altogether. I remember taking all my stacks of drawings and throwing them all in the trash. Within the same day, I later came back and removed them, which I don't regret. In fact, I can reflect on one of my aunts who was into art themselves, and then one day they just completely lost interest. They took all their drawings and threw it in the trash, and that was the end of their art venture. So that kind of, when I heard that story, it really resonated with me. In fact, I think that's what got me to draw out my drawings out of the trash. In fact, I think that's what got me to pull out my drawings out of the trash. 2003, age 16 to 17. By now I had nearly half a dozen different story ideas. None of them will ever see the light of day. 18 years later, they have yet to. My art and writing abilities were nowhere near where they needed to be so that my efforts wouldn't be wasted. Still, I didn't let any of it stop me, and I kept on going, taking advice wherever I got it in order to improve myself. And yeah, there's a lot to be desired with these human figures. The eyes are way too fucking high, the eyebrows are way up there. He's got a chin face that belongs in, that looks like it could drive a stake in the ground. Monsters ain't too bad, but you know, you can draw monsters a lot easier than people. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I gotta change my name off these two. 2004, 17 to 18, my first attempt at digital art with a truly legal copy of Photoshop. Drawing with a mouse is hard. In fact, I'd say it's near impossible, though I did it anyways. It took me months to make this dragon pic, for example, and a website that no longer exists that had some high standards rejected it. But whatever. I made it, and I also made my first attempt at a comic based on Sonic, because of course I would. 2005, 18 and 19. Multiple factors why I don't have much this year. One sketch pad I had was stolen from me out of class. My girlfriend, my first girlfriend. World of Warcraft and my current friends from high school were taking way too much of my time. It was after I broke up with my girlfriend that I realized just how the best artists around draw everything and anything almost every day of their lives. So slowly but surely I made more of an effort towards my creativity from this point on, to the point where I find little to no time when it comes to movies, video games, hanging out with friends. Hanging out with friends became a luxury that was earned, unless I feel guilty about being lazy. And the workaholic even way back then. 2006, 19 to 20. Age 19 to 20. It took me this long to figure out I wanted to tell my stories in comic form. I knew my artwork was not good enough yet, and I didn't want to waste a potentially good idea with bad artwork, so I decided to make a Sonic comic. One that rebooted the franchise back to its Saturday morning roots, when it was good. This took me a year of planning, writing out summaries, learning about the process, putting in hours of research into the characters and comics with no help from anyone else except from articles I found on the internet and comics I bought. I had a full summary of 3 issues and a story arc that would possibly... And a story arc that could... Well... I had a full summary of 3 issues and a story arc that will definitely never be. But it was all worth it because of how much it improved me and what I learned from it. 2007, age 20 to 21. The first 8 pages of Sonic took forever. I sketched nearly 48 pages. Many got remade later. Here I expanded my mediums to marker and ink. I made my first attempt at an original comic, Skull Kid. After many rejections, I figured I wasn't ready yet and continued with Sonic. This year, due to my classes and my own motivation being to pick up, I made over 107 completed art pieces. And for better or worse, that's what I did. 2008, age 21-22. This year, I did an art show with a friend. It was the most stressful and unrewarding thing I ever did. Did not sell a damn thing, outside of a few nice relatives. Still, I continued to expand my talents. Still, I continued to exercise and improve my skill, combining mediums, taking on different challenges and ideas for class. I wanted to be able to draw anything. 2009, age 22-23. This year, my teacher Matt Bush introduced me to acrylic paints. It led me to make a few pictures depicting the stories I have laid out in my head for years now. I like to think I have good ideas. However, I know it's insane to try and do it all by myself. I feel like everyone I meet either has no interest or the motivation to help move a project forward. I often wonder if I have anything to do with it. Maybe I'm not cut out for any of this, but it is all I know how to do, so I'll keep on practicing and coming up with ideas until I can't hold a pencil anymore. Maybe the thing holding me back the most is focus and guidance. Hope I can find some. 2010 to age 23-24, and yes, I'm well into furry at 2009 at this point. From 2009 and on. So, let me repeat that. So at this point, from 2009 on, I'm well into the furry scene in a public way. 2010, age 23-24. Well, reflecting on my art this year, it turns out I did so a lot more than it feels like I did. 73-72 last year. However, I am nowhere near where I want to be. Until my skill level reaches the artist that I admire, I will not be satisfied. Practice, practice, and practice until I break. 2011. Age 24-25. Experimentation is a good way to describe this year. More videos than art pieces. Trying at multiple web shows involving movie reviews and failing in both views and entertainment value, it seems. Or was I not promoting them well enough? Really, not enough people watched them to even give me proper feedback. I enjoy having a show about anything, Crafty Talk. I'm content with expressing my mind about whatever I'm content with expressing my mind on opinions and ideas, and I hope to do some things that are a little more meaningful. Discovery is another word to describe this year. For better or for worse, I'm sticking to just doing furry content. Yeah, that didn't fucking happen. With the exception of some web shows, because I enjoy it. It's the most popular thing to do. It's the most popular thing I do. This reasoning came to be when I finished drawing up a preview for the comic I wish to make. I Am. Only for all my Only for all my willpower to be drained and washed away at the idea of drawing generic people and animals for the entire duration of the project that will surely take a great amount of time. Well, that opinion sure has changed over the years. So now I've decided to go full furry in terms of art and storytelling. I love fantasy mainly because... let's see. Wow, where was I? I love fantasy mainly because all the same stories have been told countless times. You might as well find new interesting ways to tell them. The weirder, the better. What I feel is most important, yet again, is work harder in promoting myself or find someone willing to help me in that area. Give myself a distinct identity. Get projects done on deadlines as I set for myself, and get more people actively involved in projects we can all enjoy making. 2012 to 2013. Yeah, I skipped an entire year. Well, yeah. Probably best I did this now than in 2012, because damn, that would have been depressing. Talk about a sign I may no longer be an artist. There it was. 2012. Life got in the way and I was living by circumstance rather than design. Ah yes, this is when I started a sales job. And it was fucking with my conscience. And it was fucking with my brain wiring. Never again. 2013, I found the work ethic I didn't know I needed. A work ethic I got as a senior-focused insurance and investment salesman. A place I never thought I'd get it. To get what I mean, to try to understand what I mean, I get more out of a year in that business than to understand where I'm coming from. I got more out of that business in a year than I did from all the advice I got from successful people in the creative fields. My instructor's advices were solid, mind you, but there is one thing you can't teach, and that is work ethic. Despite my long work hours, I was still finding time to get things done, knowing what it takes now. If I have to work 40 hours a week on top of a 40-hour job to achieve my goals, then so be it. Short and simple. At this point, I was out of the sales job. 2014, age 27 to 28. I think the time has come to say I am surely done experimenting. The planning is in place. A lot has happened to me this year that made things take longer than expected. 2 moves within the year, not having a vehicle from July to November, and having to walk 2 hours to work and 2 hours back. I am to see all that is behind me now. I'm happy to see all that is behind me now, and regardless of what happens next, I persevere. And regardless of what happens next, I persevere, and the work does not stop. A new vision, a new direction. Really, it's as if I have come full circle back to my own artistic roots. At this point, I have a children's book written and ready to be drawn up. No, I don't. At least I thought I did. A graphic novel in its second draft. 2 new YouTube channels, with one being furry focused and the other art focused. I intend this to bring more consistent viewership. The drive is there now, it just needs to be focused and needs to have the right ambitions behind it. To put it simply, work hard, but work smart. 2015, 28 to 29. Progress is 2015, age 28 to 29. Progress is a good word to use for this year. Progress, personally, financially, and in skill. For my art, I finally have found a way I wish to express myself. Thanks to the help of friends, and especially my husband, it can be made a possibility. An internet show I've always wanted to see and make. My goal, to entertain, pure and simple. Becoming more focused on my ideas, where I want to see myself 10 years from now. I have found the path I want to be on. There have been and will be more sacrifices to see this made. Anything less would be a disappointment to me and those who have helped me get by. I carry those memories. I don't forget. I want this show to be entertaining, so help me grow as an artist, to give me the platform to express myself. I see myself. This is where I make corrections. I want this show to be entertaining, to help me grow as an artist, to give me the platform to express myself. I understand that I am someone who has a long way to go in terms of skill level, and I think that will add to this. Putting any sense of analytics out of my mind, it doesn't matter if I have a few or 10,000 views. What matters is I am doing what I want to be doing. And if this show makes people happy in turn, then it's all the better. Here's to another year of growth and progress. Cheers. 2016, age 29 and 30. What a year. This is the most focused I have been. More artwork and video projects have been done this year than the last 3. Finally, me and my 2 mates are in a position where this can be a primary focus. By the end of the year, I anticipate having a full season of my show, Crafty Arts, done. Close. An art portfolio and a book. Well, neither of those happened yet. I am in such a happy place right now, it cannot be expressed in words. More coming at you from CraftyAndy. Goals this year, 12 episodes of Crafty Arts, at least 1,000 subscribers, and $100 a month from Patreon. And pitch my book for publishing. Well, still working on that damn book. 2017, age 30 to 31. 2017 was a year of building. This is where I was at the call center, and that was driving me bonkers. 2017 was a year of building. Once again, poking around the masses and seeing what I think will work best. Progress is slower than expected, but with me getting a grasp on what I am capable of at a given time and focused task, I can build up from there. Progress is slower than expected, but with me getting a grasp on what I'm capable of what I can get done at a given time and focused, I can build it up from there. Now there are more people involved than just my husbands and I. Not anymore. There are new friends involved in this mix, and I am looking forward to growing the numbers of our audience. This is the show and channel that will be built upon. A show people can get entertained from and give their input in. The experiment is over. I have determined the purpose for our YouTube channels, and Crafty Arts will be the start. There's no worry of the state of the internet or YouTube or whatever. My area of expertise is creativity, and I will let it shine. My hope is not only to entertain, but to make friends proud and fans happy. You have all shown so much support. It would be an insult if I did anything less. You have all shown so much support. It would be an insult if I did anything less than the best I can. And now an expired link. 2018, age 31 to 32. 2018, boy, what a drag. There were 3 big hindrances to my progress. 1, moving to a new place. 2, having a soul-draining job. And 3, indulging in recreation. And 3, indulging in recreation in the form of movies and video games because of said drain. Early in the year, we got to spend time with a new friend of ours, Malcolm, from Channel Awesome. And it was amazing. And it was a amazing time working with him. I remember how much we all missed him when he left, too, and I didn't feel that way about anyone else since meeting Frederick Fox the year before that. Later in the year, I got a job I liked for once, and that improved my motivation even more. The ambition and positive outlook is inspiring, to say the least. I reluctantly even write their names as if I am using them to impress people. It's more about their impact they had on me. Getting to know them and what they built for themselves. Nothing has changed when it comes to my focus. The Weird Zors YouTube channel reached over 1,000 subs and got monetized, and now it's time for the Crafty Arts shine. Wow. And now it's time for the Crafty Arts show to shine next. The discipline and drive that I lost before has been reclaimed. Most of all, I have my husbands, Kieran and Ashoba, to thank for making this all possible. Our local friends, Tonto, Max, have proven to be a big help with ideas as well. I love the idea of building something great together, and I want that to be now. 2019, age 32 to 33. Patience. I have a career I enjoy, and it has helped me get my mind back. I look forward to gathering up content for Crafty Arts and Weird Zors and just putting on a show of entertainment. It can be overwhelming with so many things I could do. It became a matter of focusing on what I would consider the most important thing for my own legacy. Assuming no tragedy happens, I got about another 45 years to go. Time is running out. I got nothing to lose from trying. I want a successful business, making art, commentary, and sketch comedy, philosophizing, analyzing, and self-reflection. Let's go. I am not going to scream that. 2020, age 33 to 34. It's been quite the journey this year, finding a permanent residence, securing a art and gaming room. The pandemic this year hit hard for a lot of people. It was luck for our family, that's it. We still have time when it can indeed still happen. Whatever though. Still have the Crafty Arts and Weird Zors YouTube channels to manage, plenty of art ideas, scripts, and topics to cover. There isn't much to say for this year. Progress has been slow as always. However, I am now finding ways to streamline production. I just need a time when I can pile on the finished works and release them. But until then, thank you for those who have remained my friends despite us not getting to see each other that much. And thank you for those who support me in one way or another. 2021, age 34 to 35. What can I say? I could complain about not being a full-time creator, but it's trivial in comparison to how bad things could be. The learning never stops. I want to be a better artist and writer. There's no way to turn this off. I'd go crazy if there was no time for creativity. That being said, it helps having a job that I at least enjoy to an extent. The most drained I ever felt was being negative about my position in life. Ironically, it's what kept me from getting a lot done. That's what it comes down to. So many ideas, and the only way to see them realized is to just do it. Pick and choose which are the most important projects to me. I create because I have to. It's everything I am and do, and I hope it brings some entertainment to others that come across it. In 2022, age 35 to 36. The years have become a blur. Even before the COVID pandemic, the days overall felt like they come and go with little to remember them by. Really, it's because the current state of things and occurrence with my life is pretty good. In comparison, at our lowest financially and emotionally, the year would be a lengthy series of unfortunate events. The year would be a lengthy series of unfortunate events. Something breaking or needing repair would be an upset. We could never enjoy ourselves without the upcoming workday casting a dreading shadow over us. If my current state of things now is the peak, then already I can go forward satisfied that I accomplished more than what was expected of me by the culture of this US. I can go forward satisfied with what I accomplished more. Wow. I can go forward satisfied that I accomplished more than what was expected of me by the culture of the U.S. society we live in, along with the religious teachings. Okay, let us repeat that. If my current state of things is the peak, then already I can go forward satisfied that I accomplished more than what was expected of me by the culture of the U.S. society, religious teachings, and peers. Currently, I have one rather large Ratchet & Clank commission to finish, and then it's mostly strict focus on the kids' book. Somewhat. I'll be documenting the progress as much as I can. Throughout the year, I managed to put together a series of videos to try and advertise my Crafty Arts channel more. I want to do more focused scripted commentary for my Weird Source channel, still working on it. In fact, I recently wrote up a script for Furry Puritans that is getting reworked in order to be more humorous and in order to be more humorous than lecturing, still working on that. I'd rather attempt something more challenging and be seen as a failure than to play things safe and easy. Having a full-time job remains the main barrier to getting projects done. Gotta balance the work life, family, and interest accordingly. It is painful, but it does mean some aspirations get set on the back burner permanently, unfinished, and never see the light of day. I have so many scripts and videos that if they were in physical form, could sit on a shelf to gather dust. I itch and scratch with anxiety over wanting to see ideas made and done. However, I am in no position to have someone do work for me with merely a promise of future payment. I suppose the idea would be then to sell myself in current skill. How? I don't know. We'll start by seeing how this self-promotional push goes once it's complete. Damn it. I don't know. We'll start by seeing how this self-promotional push goes once it's complete. This is all just a mere venting. By all accounts, things are going better than I could ever hope for, thanks to my two husbands and their efforts to keep me social and grounded in... By all accounts, things are getting better than I could ever hope for, thanks to my husbands and their efforts to keep me social and grounded in reality, and have a grasp on the bigger picture. They understand none of this was ever for simply money or fame, but creation for creation's sake, and giving meaning to my life. Maybe I'm the living example of why you should have a backup plan in place of doing entertainment in any form doesn't work out. Maybe I am the living example of why you should have a backup plan in case your plan of doing entertainment or any other form of entertainment as a living doesn't work out. So be it. How many potential creators have we all seen drop off, give up, or cost themselves a career over poor judgment? All lack of recognition aside, I feel pretty damn accomplished right now because fame and fortune was never the goal I was aiming for. Thank you for my supporters, family, and friends. Without them around, I wouldn't find much passion in what I do either. Good luck in this year, everybody, and onwards on to 2023. Which I don't have the review of right now. Okay, where is it? Boop, 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 boop. Did I not do it? No, I know I did it. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, duh. Wow, I'm an idiot. "2023, age 36 to 37. At this point, all of my problems stem from having to work a full-time job to support my passions, which is a pretty damn good position compared to a lot of people. Most people are stuck with jobs they hate and don't get to do the things they want to do. I managed to luck out my way to doing just that, in spite of online entertainment still being in hobby-level status. I can whine and moan about not being at the level I wish I was, but that never helped me grow, let alone my mental state, like when I worked at a call center. This year, I intend to follow a more strict work schedule, so things I enjoy producing for people don't entirely get neglected while I make progress on my larger passion projects, such as my first book. One page down, roughly 37 pages ago. And that was 4 months ago. Not that I'm lacking in being lazy either. I get about 4 hours a week to break with some video games, and most movies and TV shows end up having to be enjoyed either on the job or while I'm working on an art piece or video piece. In fact, at this point, I even have a editing gig with Onion Nuggets, a show by the uneducated for the uneducated, going over news and memes and random videos from horrible, horrible people, and I get to edit it and post highlight clips of it. It's great. Small sacrifices. When it comes to the sacrifices, though, these are really small. Let's see. As far as breaks go, I get about 4 hours a week to break and play some video games. Most TV shows and movies end up having to be enjoyed either on the job or while I'm working on an art piece or video piece. Those are small sacrifices, really. It would either be that or neglect our family. Speaking of family, our new addition is a doggo we got last year in December. As of writing this up... Speaking of family, our new addition is a doggo we got back in December of 2022. As of writing this up, he's in line for surgery and, well, he's worth it. I never thought I would ever have time for a pet, and yet I found a way, and he's just a fluff ball of joy here. I'd have things no other way right now. Except getting more projects done and achieving full-time entertainment and creator. So, with that goal in mind, here's to 2024. There we go. Now somehow I'm going to have to edit this and try to get it done by January. That should be easy. Where's the folder for it? Okay, so I don't have it. Just name it raw so we don't get confused. Put that in my iCloud. Man, I need a break.
Damn good.
Yeah, I'd say I improved over time. Just a little. What's next on my docket? Oh, let's see. I do have another video I want to record. Monsters and Pets. It's funny because I actually recorded this video before we got our pet. For our doggo, so it's going to be kind of weird. Talking about how I have no pets. But, oh well. Question is, where's the script for it? Is this it? The one I marked the date? What's this? That shit from Hbomberguy, man. I can't wait to listen to that. Oh yeah. Giving Golden Wolf your credit for the gift he gave me. He gave me a pretty good size lemur. I had one of them. Doesn't matter to me. This one's a gift, so it's more important. So I treat that one with kindness. It sees no yiff in action. Ooh, Maddox is back. Here's a true story of what I've been dealing with over half a decade, man. Yeah, he came back with a pretty strong video about being fucked over from friends and strangers on the internet stalking him, trying to pin a false rape accusation on him that was admittedly false later. Yeah, it's pretty wild shit. So glad he's back to doing things.
There's a man on.
You know? Vice? What's wrong with Vice? Everyone hates Vice. There are a few things in life that go as well together as chocolate and peanut butter, mac and cheese, and Vice magazine, and sucking dick. If that's your thing, more power to you, but it's not the usual function. Oh yeah, it's because they do a lot of cringy BuzzFeed kind of shit. I never even noticed that. The only documentaries I ever noticed is when I did shit like the people who fuck donkeys as a tradition in another country. Yeah, shit like that. Shit that they can't really get monetized for. The town where men lose their virginity to donkeys. Donkey love. Looks like someone made a trailer on this, a documentary on this. Damn. Polyamorous unicorn movement. Yeah. Neat stuff. Yeah, furries love to virtue signal about zoophiles. It's pretty hilarious. Never realized the irony of eating a cheeseburger. Let's see here. What was I going to do here? Oh yeah. Well, first I gotta make sure I actually didn't record this already. Which I did. So never mind, I'll do this. Yeah, this is October. Wait. Let me check this. I'll be pissed if I try to edit it and find out something that was out of date. Or it could just lock up. Yeah, literally just like, I don't know, why is it locking up? Why can't we open the folder? Anyways, this is the experience we had with Fear and Hunger. By the way. Squigs. Yes, use necromancy. Thank you. Alright, I'll name a new ghoul. Mitch McConnell. Show love? Make love with Mitch McConnell? Are you kidding me? Okay. Mitch McConnell's willing. You gonna show it? Holy shit! We got corpse. And we're merging. Okay, it's kind of like Kira. With the act, your affinity with the Sylvania is growing. Sylvian has blessed you with a marriage of flesh. You have become a materialization of the love you two shared, intertwined forever. What will you call yourself from now on? Let's call ourselves marriage. Good stuff.
As I do like the newer look that Sonic Adventure brought to us.
Anyways, I wanted to check this out. So, do we to record this? Where are you? Oh my god. Fine, close it up. Okay, so it's edited. I mean, it's recorded. Just need to edit it. Cool. Let's get that into the iCloud, huh? All right. So, yeah, future videos. We got Has Been Hotel. I got the Inner Demons video. I got a furry video that I needed to just edit and put that together. And then, so yeah, it's going to be a busy year. I'm actually have a lot of projects lined up and done. I have the monster video done. I got a few more videos on top of that one I want to do in relation to monsters and pets, and just going over like cinemas where the monsters are your friends. I always love those. In fact, I got a few more drawings I want to make inspired by that concept. So I'll be making those on top of working on this book. So from now on, Sunday is going to be an art day. Preferably in the mornings, if I can manage it. Either that or Saturday nights, one or the other. I'm trying to find like a way to make progress on every little thing I have going on. So, editing videos for Onion Nuggets, getting art projects done, having a little time to play some video games, get some video gaming done, because I think I would just crash if I just didn't have any kind of break going on. Even though I try to make that a show in itself too, to entertain and whatever. Really, I think a lot of this too is just entertaining myself. Let's be real about that. But hey, if I was doing it and I wasn't enjoying it, then I wouldn't be doing it, right? At least the end results of it. And then for the furry channel, oh boy, yeah, I got a whole bunch of shit. I got a whole bunch of shit edited, made up. I just gotta put it together, really. The only major thing I have going on is the Fury Puritans essay I want to work on, and the big music video. So the music video first, and then the big essay I want to do. And with the fact that a lot of these people are fucking frauds, apparently James Somerton, Illuminati. Who else is on that list? Hbomberguy. Fill me in. Even though so far I don't think that James Somerton's not really that big of a deal. Aside from the movie shit. That's where it kind of like hits me hard right there. Is that the film that was supposed to be produced is like not happening, and it's almost like he didn't know that $100 grand or less is not ideal for a feature-length film.
One which wasn't on the original list people funded, called The Listener. He'd be spending $20,000 to $30,000 of the
So something that wasn't even on the list.
Telos money on it, and as an apology for the lack of updates, he would be adding an update page to the Telos website later that week to keep people informed. 10 months later, this hasn't happened. The Telos website does, however, have a working donation page where you can give him more money for rewards up to and including getting to make requests about the films.
What? No. Don't ever fucking do that. I don't want any outside influence on my stories. Are you kidding me?
What films? Months later, this July, he announced Telos had finally been incorporated as a real company. He called this a long and pricey process. Incorporating in Canada is a few hours of paperwork and costs $200 Canadian. He claimed an update was coming within a week. This was almost 3 months ago. The Telos Twitter account hasn't been updated in well over a year, but he recently opened a Telos Blue Sky page, which has made one post with a poster for a new movie supposedly coming in 2024, which isn't The Listener or any of the previously mentioned films. Every time I look in on Telos, I find no updates on.
I don't know. I guess as long as they're doing something. I don't know what it's like to be over your head doing a major project like this, because I have no. I'm not going to pretend to know all the intricate details, what it takes to make a movie. So I don't want to be fucking like putting myself on a pedestal over this shit. I know I'm falling back into this again, but I shouldn't. So anyways, I want to do the final thing I wanted to do. I want to go through my subscription list and see what I can find to unsubscribe from. I got like 977 video subscriptions on here, right? Let's go down the line. Let's go down the line. Actual fandom. So I recently subscribed to them not too long ago, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling where this, like, all this is just kind of making fun of the chuds, which I guess I am all for right now. So yeah, you know what? I'm all for, like, pointing out these. What's this? Here's a good. Let's see. I haven't seen this. I don't really keep up with their videos that much because I find more interesting things like audiobooks right now.
There's like almost nothing that I would challenge Vosh on, but this is probably going to be one of them. I'm thinking.
Good old
get him to focus on this. I don't know.
Voosh.
Seems like that's how that works.
So that's what he looks like.
Honestly, I like if you just like say everything as shitty as possible, then that will get you, move you up in the algorithm. I don't know.
Yeah, that is one thing I've noticed too. Like, as I've gotten older, I've kind of like fallen away from movie criticism, media criticism in general. Not so much of being critical of it, just enjoying it more, I guess, when it comes time to. Shit that I definitely like can't watch passively. Like, I just watched this movie called Antichrist, which I thought was pretty good. It was a nice little art film. I can't figure out what the fucking the end was supposed to represent. There's an ending where a bunch of women are running in the woods. They have no faces. And I'm like, what the hell does this mean? What does this represent? And I know it's not, it's like one of those things where you interpret it yourself, but I can't, like, interpret it into anything. Like, what? The fertility of women is forever? I don't fucking know. If they'll always multiply? Womanhood is a curse? Fuck, I don't know. But anyways, like, even with movies, like, I like the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. I liked Detective Pikachu for its own reasons. Like, I can listen to the criticisms at this point. I don't really care to, like, intently listen to criticisms of the movies, but I can agree with them. Like, yeah, the acting wasn't that good. If the effects could be better in some of this, yeah. Sure, that's true. I'm not going around saying these movies are masterpieces or they're on par with fucking Citizen Kane or Taxi Driver or whatever. I just enjoy them. It's a lot. I think it's because it's a lot easily weighed on my mind than current events that go on in the real world, where it's very it's very violent, complicated, hopeless. And out of our control. Though I do like a movie with those elements in it too.
Anyway, but no, it's
Alright,
going to be
fandom,
probably some criticism of.
I'm very curious what Vosh has to say about shit in this case, but yeah, you can stay. It's okay. Okay, actual fandom. Adult Swim. I mean, I like to know what Adult Swim's doing. It's the only way I can figure it out because I don't have cable, and I don't have HBO streaming service anymore. So you know what? They can stay. Alter recently subscribed to this. They do a bunch of horror short films. Some of them I watched, I didn't really care for. I thought they were kind of lame. Not gonna lie, but I'd rather have something like this going on than, you know, a lot of the content mills that exist. So you know what? Yeah, you can stay. Animal Logic. Hell yeah, dude. I like understanding animals and behaviors more. Betel Nut, a neglected global public health emergency? Evolution creates monsters. Like ticks. God, ticks are fucking disgusting. Koala's survival of the dumbest. Yeah. God, those teeth.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice!
Say its name 3 times, and you may just summon yourself a bad habit that's harder to shake than the bioexorcist himself. Chewing it will turn your mouth bright red, and over time, may even permanently stain your teeth. Despite
Fuck that.
the risks that come along with mowing on it, hundreds of millions of people around the world use this plant to feel invigorated on the regular. This is betel nut.
Has a little off kilter, yeah. So yeah, Amolage is definitely gonna stay. Aaron Raw, no question there. Aaron Raw is the reason why I questioned the Bible and became an atheist, and continues to do work, mainly outside of YouTube, which is fine. And does like interviews with people who left the faith. They analyze the religious texts, so it's all good. He's become part of the Satanic Temple, or the Satanic Church, whichever one it is. That's an activist. Mega 64. Classic group, still doing skits. I like their sayings. I like their Dragon Ball Z shit. That's just like summed up in 5 minutes, and it's just it's so much effort involved making the cheapest looking things possible to just like portray what they're supposed to be. It's amazing. It's like watching an Atari 2600 level of movie making, and it's great. I mean, it's still better than like what a lot of people do. It's more effort. My life in gaming, no idea. What is this shit about? Ooh, Retro Tink 4.0 is out. I have a Retro Tink. I think I have like the 2nd generation. I was very satisfied with it.
Black frame insertion places black frames between frames from the source to produce a blanking effect similar to what happens in CRTs or traditional film projectors. While we can't natively show how this looks through our cameras or on YouTube, BFI makes motion appear much sharper in 60 FPS games. It also has the additional effect of making scanlines or CRT masks feel much more tangible and authentic, so we highly recommend giving BFI a try. Mike is also working with Mark from the website Blurbust.
I honestly don't understand the appeal of scanlines or making things look like a fucking old style monitor. I don't get it. I have no nostalgia for that look whatsoever.
To develop features that could go beyond what your TV's BFI settings may be able to do all on its own. So with scanlines, mask effects, and black frame insertion, we've come shockingly close to replicating the benefits of CRTs on modern TVs. But in the process of doing so, we've added a lot of black to the picture, and now it's really dark. Not to worry though, because the RetroTink 4K has HDR injection. HDR has been added in recent
Man, they have a whole bunch of menus on this
times
shit now.
to the RetroTink 5X and the Mister, and to be honest, we haven't really
The one I have just has a couple of switches and buttons you can use to activate things on it.
played around with it very much on either of those. But on the Tink 4K at least.
Alright, I guess I have to keep that channel online here, huh? Fireside chat. And once in a while I'll tune into this. The Q song. Oh my god, oh my god. See, he's kind of doing like what things I would want to do though. Find cringy Christian shit and make fun of it. Limus plays. I haven't kept up with any of this shit for a long time. I think it's just time to just let that go. Anytime I see people listening to people play a game, I can't watch it because I'm usually doing a job or doing work, and it's just like, well, eh. Oh, maybe I could give it a chance. Maybe I could resubscribe.
Okay. I think that's gonna happen soon.
You're ruining Adam's fail through.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, cruel world. The final curtain is calling, and there's no time for an encore.
Bazinga.
Just die. Spook 'em ups. Now you're a dog.
What if I do neither?
Bear spray.
I'm gonna try neither. I'm gonna try neither of them.
Yeah, you did good.
Oh boy.
Oh, correct choice.
There we go.
Correct ass choice.
The section was taking too long. It was not a good section.
Ripped your throat out.
Yeah. I'm happy about that. That was a good outcome.
Strength.
Grab it. Hey. You fucked up. The one chance you had to get it there.
Adam, restart the game. Adam, restart the game.
This will open the
I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was timed. Adam, restart the game.
Oh my fucking god.
That was funny.
Start the game again.
Nah. Filthy Frank. Last video. Rat Chef. Yep, he quit too, by the way. So yeah, I outlasted Filthy Frank, and I outlasted. Well, Filthy Frank doesn't count because he quit on his own. I outlasted the Filthy Frank copy though. He gave up. So yeah, I'll probably just download a bunch of his videos. What?
Love you.
Love you.
What do you mean this James Somerton's a fraud?
Huh?
The video you sent me.
He just canceled his Patreon. And he like erased himself.
He's not doing any more videos or what?
I guess not. He's like he just like they pulled him for like just reading Wikipedia articles, and it's like his videos. Is this him reading Wikipedia articles?
What's wrong with that?
He doesn't give any credit to any of the writers, and then he's and also taking stuff from other people's written in blogs and other articles, and that's basically his videos and quotes from other things that he doesn't source.
What videos?
Just other videos people have made.
No, I mean, but I haven't seen anything from him as Angry Video Game Nerd.
What? James Somerton, hun. The guy who does queer content.
Oh!
Not James Rolfe. They all queer analysis of horror movies and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. Also, I didn't know about this, but he did Indiegogo where he got like $100 grand to make start a movie studio, and his first movie ended up just dropping because it probably was just a copy of a book that he read, that he promoted as like his favorite book.
Oh.
Says it's pretty interesting so far. I didn't watch the whole thing yet. I went to go for the whole thing before making a thing on it, because like the Wikipedia stuff and like.
Did he delete his YouTube and everything too?
His YouTube's still up. But yeah, it's like the things that like reading Wikipedia doesn't really bother me that much, and like just taking like montage anime videos other people made don't bother me too much. But like I don't know, like plagiarizing a movie, swindling people out of money for that. I mean, there's other things besides those two things too, so I don't know. I'll have to watch the whole thing before I make my little judgment on it. But yeah, it's like, okay, maybe I should just remove my patron of him, and like it's gone. It's like his page is blank.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Alright, love you.
Love you. Hey, got a new follower on Blue Sky. Hell yeah. Maybe this will take off. Yep, goodbye, Filthy Frank. 3GI. Shrek Fest, Shrek Untold, Shrek Retold, whatever. I'll just so I know what it is. So this one, 1971, 1791, been gone for 5 years now. I think it's time to just let this go, huh? My problem with unsubscribing for a lot of these channels is like, how the fuck am I supposed to like find this again? If like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, what was the channel called? I don't remember. This guy does like a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. still, he does Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. It's just music. And he's got a lot of shit for it. 1.2 million. He also did a nice little big concert at FWA last year.
Play you music plus more. Plus more. Don't be scared of what will happen. Happen.
You call that a guilty pleasure, I guess. You can say you can stick around. Fox in Space, no question. You know, my friend, and making Star Fox Fox in Space animations. Yeah, there's no question there. Let's see. A Matter of Film. Last video was 5 years ago. I came across them, I think, looking up analysis on like Requiem for a Dream. Yep, so I guess they're done. You know what? Let's clean up my list a little bit, huh? Amon Animations, no fucking question. Sticking around for that. He makes some of the best political shit I've ever seen. I love it. Joe Rogan returns to Monkey.
Isn't carbon dioxide responsible for an increase in the temperature of the Earth?
That's all media hype. But let me just tell you.
Oh, Jesus.
Joe.
Yeah. And just to keep in mind, these are all like actual audio clips that he pulls. So this is not like out of context. This isn't something he voice acts for the most part. And there it is.
I swear to God, I can prove all this to you. This is so huge for your audience. What are trees made out
of?
Trees.
Tree stuff?
Carbon.
Yeah, but carbon-based life forms.
Let me tell you this right now. We're in contact with aliens, and they've told us the whole plan.
Now, where are you getting this from that you're stating it so confidently?
I've seen everything. Scientists have proven your brain is working in the fourth, fifth, sixth dimension. And if you can work into those dimensions, you can see beyond it. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. And I know you already know all this, Joe. But for your audience, here's what's happening. Dogs are very psychic. They're psychic buffers.
I never saw that. Can you see if you could find that, Jamie? That seems like you have to be real careful in how you describe these things. In
They have
24
called
hours.
in the European Union for the arrest of scientists that question psychic vampires stealing the energy from the kids.
Whoa.
Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake, with actors, in my view, manufactured.
The best way to counter correct speech is wrong speech.
You're trying to take my freedoms and lock my ass up? To quote Emperor Palpatine, no, you will die.
Orwell talked about this in 1984. He was like, if you ban all the words, you literally can't have all the. I forget Orwell's words on. You can't have an echo chamber. Echo chambers are dangerous.
I totally agree.
Here's the thing: even if people are wrong about many things, it doesn't mean you can't be their friend. What's important is whoever that person is, they got to be sincere. Now, as soon as you feel like someone's a grifter, you've got to cast them out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anthroplex is the newest edition at InfoWarsLife.com. The patented nanosilver we have, this stuff kills the whole SARS corona family at point-blank range.
We have developed the ultimate male vitality supplement with 8 concentrated super herbs.
DNA Force, ladies and gentlemen. X3, now available at InfoWarsLife.com.
Alpha Brain, it's 100% legit. If
The
I
umbrella
go to a
symbol on there,
UFC
yes.
and I don't have Alpha Brain, I panic.
It has got all the bone broth and so much more. This is why the ancients, they believed, had such better bones and so much healthier. You look it up. You could freeze this, and this would be better than like Bluebell chocolate ice cream. Anyways.
And that's why he stays. Well, so what's next? Aaron Rutten. No idea. Future for my YouTube channel. This is the end of Aaron Rutten on YouTube 1 month ago. Digital art. Learn some new skills along the way. AR cheating. Oh yeah. So a lot of art channels I find are kind of uninteresting, I guess. Maybe this guy's a little more interesting than the others. I mean, 210 subscribers. You're just gonna leave? I mean, can I have your channel? I can give you like $10 for it. If I give you $10, will you let me have your YouTube channel?
Is it just me, or does it feel like YouTube is killing YouTube channels? In my case, it's hard to deny that I am not getting the same performance I used to get. If you look at my views, it's back down to the same level as when I started my channel. That was when I had a lot less than 200,000 subscribers, barely any videos, and no reputation or third-party
Or maybe people are just getting bored. They're getting back into more scripted content, and they want more shows and want to spend more time watching that shit. And the only reason why I entertain a lot of YouTube videos is because I'm like working a job or working something else that makes it easier to it's easy listening.
Promotion. Taking a peek at the worst thing that has happened to YouTube is Shorts, a knee-jerk reaction to the rise of TikTok, which was created with the sole purpose of destroying attention spans, or what was left of them at the time.
Yeah, it's the reason why my channel just grew. That's why I'm just doing this stream right now. I'm like, yeah, 1,000, why? Yep.
Society and future generations who become addicted to quick hits of information. So what is
and yes, I do pay no attention to Shorts almost, for the most part. I might pick up like Onion Nuggets short, and I'm like, oh yeah, awesome. And I just have to get back to the actual like video it's from. I never like stroll through them ever. Yeah, you can stick around, sure. This one I think I just came across too because it's Digimon Abridged, and I'm like, oh okay, I'll give that a chance. I never watched this show before. It's unwatchable at this point because, you know, I'm no longer 5 or 8 or whatever.
My bloodstream is pure caffeine.
Oh, good. Then my favorite season, too.
Oh, Calamon! This is such fun!
I know, right? We should do this forever!
And ever!
And ever!
And Calamon! I can't hold it long! Do something! Oh God! Calamon! What have you done? What have you?
Boom! My metal Tyrannomon squashes your Maldramon, which means you lose again. I am the greatest.
Best 8 out of 14?
Sorry, Takato. As satisfying as it is to kick your butt on loop, I'm gonna have to call it here. Miss Asaji says that if we're late for class, she's...
Bye-bye. Okay, I may allow a little more play. I'll let a little more play. You have a chance to win me back.
Crud! Oh! Mr. Cooper the raccoon to us.
I mean, it just seems a little tame compared to, like, Dragon Ball Z Abridged from what I remember seeing.
Make a stand in the hall. You remember what that thing did to Kenta.
Okay, Kazu. I just gotta...
Every man for himself. Bye, Takato!
Why are we friends? What? Oh, crud!
Crud?
Huh? Whoa. What are you? You will reveal to me your secrets, oh mysterious... Ah! Oh, thank God. I thought you were about to... Get it.
Okay, class. Who can tell me what 6 times 4 is?
I know, it's...
Shut up, Takato. You don't get to learn today. Ugh, the exact frequency of your voice is messing with my migraine. Oh. You stand in the hall, you ignore it all.
But Miss Asaji, my card reader caught on fire. I had to put it out with my backpack.
I'm too hungover to care!
Nope. Next. Cursed Farms with your game dungeon. Mind of Freeman. Yeah, some interesting reviews, because he reviews a lot of like obscure games that I never even heard of or knew existed. Like, yeah, here's one. Zany Golf. Never heard of it.
Thanks, Will. Also, the last level is just designed to kill you and looks like an electric torture chamber for the Nazis that's been retrofitted as a mini golf course. But it's the last level, and this game has no special ending, so that's forgivable.
Yeah. Love it. Acolytes of Horror. Is this guy stealing from Wikipedia? Is this another one I'm gonna have to look into? I liked this video on yeah, his breakdown of the Green Knight. That was great. Horror that fears politics. I don't remember watching all of that. I guess I didn't finish it yet. Yeah, he's pretty good. He gets to stay, I'll just say that. Actual Jake. Perhaps. I just don't really... I'm kind of like done with the whole let's just stream and watch other people's videos shit as like a format. Like this is just a special thing that I'm doing right now. I don't really normally do this, otherwise I'd go crazy because I'm not doing anything productive. You can stay. Adam Conover, sure. Your guy who used to do Adam Ruins Everything. He does have some interesting interviews with people. Sure, keep him around. Adam Duff, Luxy Pixel, Lucid Pixel. Very experienced artist in the field. Has a lot of professional experience compared to me. Working for EA, working for Disney. Before going independent and freelancing. Artist Fight Bank is AI art, sure, why not? Whatever. Yeah, he does good commentary stuff, so I try to keep up with him. Adam Johnston, YMS, sure. Last video on this channel was 10 months ago. Fursuit Washington stream, sure, why not? I'm curious what he's up to. I like Adam. Adam Savage tested, and I don't really keep up with that shit. But this fake Apple iPads exposed. That sounds interesting. 1000 shot Nerf blaster. Yeah, I don't know why this doesn't interest me as much. Like, it should. I feel like it would. It's like one of those things where, like, someone describes it to me. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds like a cool channel. But it's like, eh.
Oh, everybody, it's time to look at bootlegs. We are here in the cave. Adam Savage with John from Lumafield. Hardware, software, genius. Structural similarities, but you can really see that there's like 1/10 of the density of stuff going on in the fake one.
You don't see that same filtering.
Oh, look at that.
There's one filter.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way I'm subscribed from here. That actually looks awesome.
It's...
ID Shanker's Bootleg Universe. Fuck no, I'm keeping that one. Unauthorized Bootleg Power Rangers. How to fix a poo.
Twitter and calling each other snowflakes. Everybody loves The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. I want to be on the same side again, but this is a problem. So let's fix it.
Hey, I don't know.
Writers, I'm asking you to come up with a solution that subverts, pivots, or evolves Apu here into a fresh, funny, and realistic portrayal of Indians in America.
Well, I mean, Apu's a volunteer firefighter. If I remember right, he's actually a medical expert. He has a wife and like 8 kids in the cartoon. Yeah, he's like he's like better than any other character in the entire Simpsons universe. What else do you want him to do? The funniest part of this video is they actually posted it unironically. Yeah. When he plays. People from India actually do have Indian accents. Yeah, it really was a non-issue that a bunch of lefties, or supposed lefties, really bought into, didn't they? Yeah, Adler the Eagle. It's too bad he should have kept his Patreon up. I mean, it's extra money for you, man. You can be all like, oh, I don't want to be taking people's money if I'm not doing animations. It's like, just say you're not doing animations anymore. And some people will leave, some people will stay, and more people, some people will join because of it. Who cares? Added your extras last year. 1 VR video. I'm keeping them. Adrenaline dubs. Yeah, I do kind of want to keep up with the new Sonic comic, and this is the only way I want to do it. Listening to it passively as I draw shit. So yep, I'm keeping it. AI Lost Media. I'm very curious what he produces. I like his AI commercials. They look freaky as fuck. And Becker tutorials. Most powerful tool in Flash. Oh, 7 years ago. I was gonna say Flash is dead, right? Last video was 4 years ago. Yeah, I did a lot of stick figure stuff. I guess he's done, and I'm done. Alex Henderson. Not much to say. He does pretty good video animations. Oh yeah, did the Rhino in the Bowl. Rhino and Red Bill, excuse me. I wish I could have, I should have done a video commentary on it. In fact, I probably should do one still. Who cares? Let's see. Artist stuff. Drawing tutorial. NFT collection with Procreate. What? Beginner-friendly Procreate course. Selling courses. Speed paints. This is the one thing I always wanted to avoid when doing this art channel, was just doing speed paints. That's why I relegated it to the shorts section. In fact, I'm probably gonna do that. I'm probably gonna re-release a bunch of shorts and just call it like 30 seconds art in 30 seconds or some shit. Just do a very quick retread of all that, just to keep the views going, because like you get a lot more eyeballs on your channel that way, and just get a lot more subscribers, and they'll potentially be more interested in your long form stuff. This guy does not impress me though. Bye bye. Oh wait, I think this is the video that got me interested in the first place. Bye-bye. Next. Alex Martins. The hell do you even do? 20,000 subs. This is just the A's, goddamn. I want to just skip around.
To show you what to do.
What do I need to do, Steven?
Is there anything else on? No. Steven's been the only thing on TV for years.
Don't that shit look good?
Mass boy, I can't hear the meat sizzle with all that racket.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just I haven't eaten in 9 days, and I think I'm starving to death.
Oh no! Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Don't worry. I think I know a pretty well-fed normie.
Oh my god. Big Mac? What are you eating? I don't know.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, we're just fine. Still homeless, thanks for asking.
I didn't ask that.
Check this shit out. What's with the mask? Is that like your thing or something? Yeah. Got him. You got him, buddy.
All right, guys, that was pretty good. But we need your help. My buddy...
Okay, next. Alien's Guide hasn't posted in 4 years. I think I can remember his name. Off my list. Outlaw History. I think it's just rip-offs of like TV specials, right?
Fasting during Ramadan and the pilgrimage to Mecca. Muhammad is the last prophet, a perfect man, but still only...
Alright, I can stay. All the best, all the worst. That's definitely staying. Because, like, these are all very obscure videos. And, they look pretty fucking weird. And, you know, it's very small viewership, and not a lot of people have, like, seen these, and they haven't gone viral in any way. Like, how to raise a street-smart child. Yeah, there's no way I'm keeping this around, because otherwise I'm just never going to remember this channel at all. Unlike the other stuff, like, you know, 1971 does commentary, but, like, a lot of that shit just becomes out of date over time. "20 days painting an Alice in Wonderland like you've never seen before." Wow, okay. What do you got? What are you doing? Professional painter, currently living in Germany.
Children who can simply get on with the business of growing up. Let's start with the basics. Remember those words of warning you heard as a child? Stay away
No.
from strangers?
No.
Well, it's good advice.
I run
but
into
it's not good
strangers.
enough.
I embrace
To raise
them.
a street-smart child, you have to go a step further. Does your child know what a stranger is? What a stranger does? The fact is, most children just don't know.
I mean, that's why they're
They
strangers,
think
'cause
a
we don't know who
stranger
they
is
are.
Someone threatening and evil. The problem with telling your children don't talk to strangers is that the bad guys don't always look bad.
And in fact, I would say they almost exclusively never look bad. Like, what the fuck, man?
A stranger sometimes wears a hat, and sometimes a black or brown jacket, and this guy with a beard, some hair, a mustache, and some glasses. Or maybe with
Maybe shouldn't dehuman try to like personify bad people with like horrible looking things, horrible looking people, because a lot of times they look like your priest or family member.
coat on that goes over their mouth. I have lots of versions.
Alright, well, I can already tell I don't like this guy that much.
When I was a young whippersnapper of an artist, I thought that if you wanted to get really good at painting, the only thing you needed to do was to paint a lot. And if you did that for 10,000 hours or more, you would automatically be able to paint anything you want and be really good at it. Today I know that nothing could be further from the truth. So
want
let's
that
talk
Pikachu
about
drawing.
it.
See, that's
By the
the
way,
problem.
in case you're
Fan art is
wondering what
very
I'm painting
popular,
here,
and,
I'm
you know, I see
finishing a
that, I'm like,
painting
I
that I
want that.
started a couple weeks ago. A futuristic sci-fi version of everyone's favorite yellow pocket monster, aka Commander Pikachu, which I'm happy to announce will be available as a print by the end of the video. But first I gotta finish it, and while doing that, let's explore how I essentially learned to paint anything I want, and why the explanation is a lot more beliefs. That's how long that is. But the problem with that simple calculation is that it ignores all nuances. Even if you spend the next 10 years painting nothing but faces, and you actually get really, really good at it, it doesn't mean that you can do the same thing on a 2-meter canvas. Just as a short story writer might...
Yeah, well, seems like a lot of common sense stuff. Alpha Beta Gamer. And essentially this I'll get previews of like indie games that are coming out or in the process being worked on, so... The Deepest Sword. Yes, this is where you have to get a dragon off by stabbing it. Just make your sword longer and longer. Ooh, so deep. And we're gonna skip to the end. That's it. Alpha Beta Gamer, same thing. Alphonse done. I can probably get behind that one. Always bet on Dunk. Death Note 2017 is good, actually. I'm not sure I wanted to hear that. Don't Look Up is a bad comedy. What? How did I subscribe to you?
Act were able to convince the House of Congress that children's safety was worth more than money, and a bill to introduce more regulations back into children's television was passed. However, right before he left office, known child hater Ronald Reagan binned the entire bill, saying it was an unconstitutional infringement on freedom. Both ending in the destruction of modern society as we know it. But I think Doctor Strangelove succeeds
like
where Don't Look Up doesn't, is because its comedic bit doesn't feel as condescending. In Don't Look Up, our two main characters placed in the movie is to be the grounding point for the rest of the cast to bounce off of. The voice of reason in a world gone insane. Meryl Streep and Jonah Hill being stand-ins for Donald Trump and his cronies. Also known as his family. Donald Trump in this movie is to Leonardo DiCaprio what Michael Scott is to Jim in The Office. He's a figure who can only really make you go. Doctor Strangelove does not have this issue. Directed by a cunt, it's a movie about a hypothetical situation in which the Cold War has escalated towards a nuclear stage, and the people trying to deal with it. There are comedic straight men for other characters to bounce off of, but we don't have any characters to...
Bye. Amy Lewis Art. Maybe Amazing Atheist, no question there. Archive, sure. Amy Lewis Arts. Let's see, a bunch of art material review stuff. Ugh. Comparison videos. Nah. I make mobile games and the occasional joke video. Do you know? Oh, yes. Okay. I remember what got me to your channel. Cyberpunk 2077 PS1. accurate.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Yeah, it's been getting... I heard the expansion is really good. Maybe I'll check that out.
Unity is dead. There's over again when I just want to playtest the character controller for a while. While it's being used, time slows down as well so the player can contemplate their next move. The only problem is that there's no UI that enables you to pick up your weapons again, so I'll connect the interaction system that I already created a while back to the same input canvas that I made just now. I think the character controller is at a good point. I don't want to make it too complex because part of why Gladihoppers became so popular, I believe, was thanks to its simple controls.
Yeah, I can get behind this channel. Sure. How much would you beg for subs? Would you sell your soul for views? Q&A 2 years ago. Oh yeah, I did the YouTube analyzing thing, and then basically like just that's all I wanted to do, so it's like whatever. He has other interests. But I stick around because why not? Angry Joe Show, sure. Don't really care for movie reviews. I like the news analysis a little bit because it's the only way I'm ever going to keep up with like anything interesting going on like the gaming sphere. Animation Domination's been dead for half a decade almost, or over half a decade. Just a defunct YouTube channel because they just didn't get the support anymore. Honestly, I wasn't watching any of this shit.
And now, the adventures of Mark Werewolfberg.
How you doing? What's up? It's a full moon, and now I've shapeshifted into a lycanthrope. That's a werewolf. Let's explore the unknown. This is a ghost. I love the movie Ghost. You gotta get out of the house. Where am I supposed to go? I don't know. Where's Sam? He's right here. Tell him I love you. I love you. He would never say that. Ditto, penny up a wall. Ghost is great. This is Frankenstein. He's a green monster, like the one in Boston. Go Sox. This is a Gorgon. With her stare, she turns men into the rock, which means they're not as good as me. Look at this freaking clown. I don't know your name, so I'm gonna call you It. Now get out of here. Thanks for the balloon. This is a witch. Which witch is it? No idea. This is my mummy. I have...
Yep. Goodbye. It's been fun. I'm gonna jump around a little bit because I gotta get going soon. I'm gonna call it quits here in about 10 minutes. Big dog eat child. This guy does like the I have no idea what happened here. Yeah, Jones cheap ass, big ass truck rental and storage. Yeah, that shit was awesome. It's got millions of views over it. 20-something Ninja Turtles, moving on. I guess with this, yeah, going from millions of views to thousands, yeah, I guess it didn't really go from anywhere else, huh? Last video.
That's a full-on double cheeseburger, all the way. It's so intense. Oh my god! Oh my god! Woo! It's starting to look like a triple cheeseburger.
The double rainbow guy, okay. This was April 2023, okay. Yeah, I think he's done. I can look up big ass truck rental. I'm never gonna forget that video. Music Masher. Yeah. Kind of clean things up here, you know. I like Billion. I like his analysis on like the Learning Channel shit, so that's fun. Billy Bust Up. I'm looking forward to this game, so I'm just going to stay there. With that, biographics. 3 videos a week, another content mill. I think we'll have any time. Probably read an article over a person than anything. Spaceballs fails as a comedy. Oh yeah, I like Boss Level because they were making fun of shitty reviews. Oh man, looks like they finished themselves. 3 years ago, last video. Yep. I like to keep this around because I liked their videos. I just wish I could have watched more of them. What else we got here? DL Jado, 11,000 subs. Power Rangers profile pic for some reason. Beast Wars review, Predator World movie review, Xbox review. Oh yeah, he's got that weird crystal doll thing. I'm going to keep him around just because he's odd. That includes animation. Yeah, got the Dragon's Lair shit. Last video was 3 years ago. Fuck it, he's done. Duplex, Intolerant Time Traveler. Maybe. I haven't watched them in like fucking years for trophies, whatever. Green Vision. I really want to know how to make these fucking shits masks at some point, because it's either there or I have to pay someone to do it for me, and that's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, I really wanted to watch more Eplemon's videos, especially one on like The Matrix. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I don't want anyone criticizing The Matrix. I like the new Matrix movie, so I'm not going to listen to any criticism of it. What else we got? Fight child abuse. This is something that was producing like really... I mean, it's cringy for adults, but I guess effective for kids, perhaps? I don't know. Will pressure end up in sexual abuse? I'm gonna keep this around. It's gonna be like content. Fighting Boys, oh, that's funny he did a review on this. I just watched these movies like last year.
You know, and then you got like 4 or 5 new seasons of Dexter New Blood, and it's literally about a torch pass to a new generation of killers. It's about Dexter and his murdering family. And that would be a cool show, and they didn't do it because they're stupid.
Never watched Dexter. I don't have interest in it. Especially now that I hear it sucks at the end, so it's like whatever. First we feast. I guess. Keep that around. I make YouTube poops. Question is, are they good?
Oh, to be 99 again. With me, ladies and gentlemen, 99.
Okay. Yep. You can stick around. Pirate Bob shoe. Videos that he like deleted or something. Apollo V. Animations. Yeah, okay, you say. Ren's review. Something else no soul. Open world games suck, I agree. Difficulty is deceiving. Let him go. Alright. Oh, still unlocked. Promoting himself, just became full-time on his own through saving. I like his indie reviews and promotion of that, since getting the game is kind of like falling the wayside.
So after my review of the Netflix show Wednesday, I decided to check out the films Addams Family and Addams Family Values from, I believe, 1991 and 1993, respectively.
God damn.
To kind of see how they held up in my estimation. Because in the course of the Wednesday review, I sort of heaped a great deal of praise on these movies and the performances. Especially, I praised Raul Julia, Angelica.
Anyways. Nonpartisan, nonprofit organization, news organization for the Marshall Project. Okay, what do we got? Last video 1 year ago. Who are we? Okay. Maybe. I mean, that seems interesting. It's very social driven, I can tell. For you, then and now, they definitely do interesting analytics on certain trends that are going on in the world. Sure. Flannel Fox. I noticed a lot of Switch reviews. Last video. There's a sequel to Enter the Gungeon? Oh, 4 years ago. Yep, I guess he's done. Bye-bye, Flannel Fox.
With this slew of amazing games that launched on Apple Arcade, a lot of people seem to have forgotten that a touchscreen sequel to the amazing indie hit Enter the Gungeon has dropped. I must admit, when I heard about it and thought what a touchscreen version of Gungeon would play like, especially since I've played some really lousy iOS ports of amazing games, I didn't have my hopes set too high. But boy, was
neat. Alright, last one. And then we call it. Who the hell's this? Oh, yeah, Pablo. Yeah, he stays. He does a lot of those interesting, intricate metalworks. Hurdy-gurdy. Cheap in the box. Nah, he's up and coming. I like him, so he's gonna stay. Animations. I like short animation stuff. Songs from the 80s. This guy loves dinosaurs. And yeah, I came across this person because they did a review of all the Jurassic Park games. I don't know. Not that interested. Alright. That's about as far as I'm getting on my list here. Alright, well, did a recording. Yep, 1,000 subs. Here's to 1,000 more. I'm out. I'm gonna edit some onion nugget shit and then go to bed. Good night. I'm not gonna go to bed already. Get some coffee. Music.